I told you of the story. Father in the Lord and I went to Tulsa, taking camp meeting. And after the meeting, we went to a church. And while the preacher was preaching, he came down from the pulpit before my father in the Lord, who incidentally didn't understand English, and I was interpreting for him. Stood before my father in the Lord and said, "Thus saith the Lord, the promise I made you are about to be fulfilled." My father said that, he went back to the pulpit. My father in the Lord turned to me and said, "What did he say?" I said, "When we get home." Because he had continued preaching and I wanted to continue with the sermon. When we got home, I said, "Papa, what was the promise God made you?" And he told me, God said, "This church that I'm starting through you shall be known throughout the whole world." And then I told him what the man of God said, and Papa began to cry. Papa was just 1 year from going to glory. And God told him, "The promise I made to you that this church will be known throughout the world is about to be fulfilled." My father left. He handed over to me. Today, by the grace of God, what God said is being fulfilled. I have good news for those of you who have received mighty prophecies from the Most High God. You will see many of them come to pass. They will come to pass this year, this remarkable year. And there might be one or two that you do not see physically. Your children will see them. I am not doubting God. I know with him all things are possible. But he told me, and I told some of my people, he told me, he said, a day is coming when the Redeemed Christian Church of God, when their governing council wants to hold their meeting, they will hold the meeting moon. I know that doesn't make sense. But that's God, eh? Just like he said to me, "Don't ask for a house. I've decided to build you a city." And he was talking to somebody living in a room. When I shared with those people who were with me, they all laughed. They are still laughing because they can see what God is doing. So when God says we will one day be holding our meetings in the moon, on the moon, you don't have to believe it, but he has spoken and it's going to come to pass. Every great thing that God has prophesied concerning you shall come to pass.